Hi, it's Mims, and today I'm just going to go through my favourite quick curly hair hairstyles on day 3 hair. So, in an ideal world, our hair would always be looking fresh and fabulous and lovely, and we wouldn't need to think of what to do with it on day 3 hair. But, or 4 or 5, depending how well your curls hold out. But mine is looking awfully stretched out. Probably hasn't helped that I keep shoving it up and stretching it myself anyway. So my go-to first thing in the morning when I just don't have the time is a top bun. So I use a bobble, and all I do is not run my fingers through it, but just kind of lift it off my scalp a bit and then shove the back up like this. I let it stay messy because I kind of feel like it looks better that way anyway. I just grab my bobble. This will depend on the thickness of your hair, how many loops you do, but I do 1, and then on the second I grab what's left of my pony like this, but don't pull it all the way through, so I kind of let it sit like that, fluff it out a bit there, fluff this bit a bit, so it's kind of like a messy bun. Now at this stage, if you want to make it look a little bit prettier, you can get a little hair grip, like this for instance, and pop it here. Oh, it's not going to go in now, there we go. Just to give it a little bit of something. I quite like this because you can have it as casual as you want. You can have it just like this, or you can wear some pretty earrings, like put a grip somewhere else. You can even put a nice headband here, and it just gives a little bit of a different look to it. Let's get the hair grip out. Then the next one, again, this is perfect when your curls really aren't looking the best right now anymore. This one I use 2 bobbles for. And I kind of separate down the middle, but not super neatly. I'm not going to sit there untangling. So I just kind of start here and then just work my way along the back and kind of separate as best I can. It doesn't need to be super neat, so I'm just going to put one side out of the way. That's the thing I think with curly hair. It can look really pretty and polished without being super neat and everything in place. And then with the other side, I just kind of pull it all in the same direction. I like to have 2 little buns sitting just below my ears, so about here. But you can have them as high or as low as you prefer. You could go all funky and have them at the top. I've not really done that, so I'm putting it here. I only use 1 bobble, so I'd kind of just have my bobble on my wrist, but just hold it here and then twirl. Work my way around, twirling, and just wrap it round. And then I use my bobble. Kind of just hold it there. So that's my first one, and then my next one I'll try and match up. Okay, so about the same. I kind of get a mental note of whereabouts it is in line with my ear and try to do the same with the other one. So flatten these bits down. I'm not running my fingers through my hair, that would not be pleasant. Just kind of moving it all in the right direction. Lifting off my scalp a little bit here. Okay, I'm just going to get my bobble on my hand and then just make sure it's kind of level with the other side, which it is. Hold it there and then start twisting it. Before I put the bobble on, yeah, I feel like they're about level. And that will do. So that's another quick go-to for me in the mornings. Again, this looks quite cute with some pretty earrings. I quite like to wear quite big earrings if I've got my hair pulled back, because I'm used to having so much around my face. It feels a bit like, oh, a lot of face to be seen. Right, the next one, again, perfect for more day 3 hair. This one will separate your curls. So once I've done this, I probably wouldn't attempt to wear it down after. So for this one, I'm going to use a clip. Sorry, some grips, like these. Now I'm going to, my hair naturally seems to sit more to this side anyway, so you can go either way. I prefer, because my curls naturally go this side more, these kind of stay a bit better as the days go on, so I prefer to plait this side and pull this side to the back, because I've still got a lot more volume and definition on this side, and then go from there. So I could not braid a French braid on someone else, but on my own hair I seem to be able to do it better. So I'm just going to use some of the For Your Curls Refresh and Detangle spray, because I am going to spray this side and loosely, very, very loosely detangle this side of my hair. Just very gently, because my hair obviously will be tangled and I don't want to damage it in any way. I'm just going through these bits and these bits because I will be plaiting them, but I'm not trying to do anything to the rest. These are great styles. If you do need to have your hair out of your face for work, say, these are good options. I'm being really gentle with my hair here because it is tangled, but I don't want to be pulling at it. So this is good enough, I think. And for this reason, once you've done this, you probably won't be wearing it down again because you've really fluffed out your curls at this stage. It's good though, it's all good. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit. Now this is a challenge, doing a bit of a French braid on camera. I'm happy with it being messy, so it's all good. So I'll just do a 3 here and then start to plait. And as I work my way down the hair, I'll just grab more bits. I can't do this in front of a mirror. I can't do it on someone else, but it works okay on my own hair. And I'm just kind of picking up hair as I go along. Definitely not perfect, but it just gives a really pretty little effect. So just working my way along. This is where I'm glad I used some detangling spray. Now here, depending on how neat you want it, you could use one of those teeny little bobbles that are kind of used for smaller plaits. That could be a good touch here just to secure it. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to clip it to the back of my head. So I'm just going to use a big grip. I use these, I think they're from Lee Stafford, for thick hair, because a lot of the others, I stretch them out so quickly, whereas these seem to be a bit firmer and longer, so they help. So I'm just clipping it here, the nape of my neck. I think I'm going to use one more. And that feels nice and secure. Okay, so now I've got this side. I am going to spray it a bit, just to give it a bit of a refresh. Now, I'm just going to grab a bubble and put it onto a low pony. Now, depending on how your curls are looking at this stage, you may want to just leave it like this, as just a low pony, or you might want to do a low bun here. So I would normally do a low bun, but it genuinely depends on how it's looking at the day. If I do it and I'm like, no, then it will be a bun. Or I might look at it and go, oh, actually, this is really nice, and I don't want to cover them up. So, same as with the other low buns that we did. I'll just hold this here and then just twirl it a bit. Like this. And there we have it. So this I quite like because you've got a nice little braid on one side and it's just a little bit of something different. And then the other option is so similar with the plaits that we just did. So I'm just going to undo the bottom of one and then clip it a bit higher, so about here. About there. And I'm going to do the same but on this side, and then I'm going to turn it into a bun, which will be a bit of a messy bun, but that's just my jam. Right, I'm just going to detangle this bit a little, like I did on the other side. Don't want it in my eyes. Okay, let's just be gentle. Now, because there's more hair on this side, it's definitely going to look a little bit fuller. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. So I'm just going to clip it where this one is, which is just behind my ear. Clipped it. Okay, so I've got two plaits going down the side. So now what I'm going to do is kind of pull to a low bun and twirl that in there. Like this. So this is obviously not as neat as it probably could be, or as if I was using a mirror, because I actually can't really see. But these are my go-to, easy, doesn't really matter what your curls are looking like, hairstyles to just get going first thing in the morning. Now, in an ideal world, you'll have your hair a bit fresher and you can do something a bit different. But these are just easy go-to styles when you just don't have time for a full wash day. I hope you found it helpful. Let me know what your favourites are. Add them in the comments. Yeah, let's make it helpful for everyone. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.